welcome back again. I'm Sakshi Kesharwal, Max Expert and askIITians. So today we'll be doing the fourth lecture of surface area and volume. And here we'll be doing the volume of the sphere and as well as the some of the combination figures which we see into day-to-day life, right? So let's go and start with it, right? Yeah, so let's start with this thing, Vita. So it says that here we'll be learning about the topics. These topics are that the volume of the sphere and the volume of the problems on the like combinations of the solids, right? So you see that so many solids that we see the combinations, right? So we know that what is a volume is basically that is the amount of the object, like amount of the space is contained in them, that is known as what beta, that is the volume of the some object, and it is being measured into what beta cubic meters, right? Or cubic units or cubic meter cube, right? Or centimeter cube, whatever you want to say, like that, right? So two-dimensional does not have the volume, and the volume of the sphere is what beta 4 by 3, that is a volume is how much beta 4 by 3. Volume is what 4 by 3 pi r cube. This is the volume of the sphere, right? We have done the discussion of everything. So this is the volume of the cube, the sphere, right? So let's do one question. Oh, I won't able to write. I forgot to remove this. Okay, it says that find the volume of the sphere whose diameter is what 10 centimeters. The diameter is what beta 10 centimeters. So its radius is going to be what 5 centimeter. So what will be its volume? Volume is equals to what 4 by 3 pi r cube. So 4 by 3 and just substitute the value and you will get the answer. So it says over here the diameter is 10, radius is 5. As per the formula of the sphere, we know that the volume is equals to 4 by 3 pi r cube units, right? So you just substitute the value like 4 by 3 into 22 by 7 into 5 into 5 into 5. And then after solving it, you get this as cubic centimeter, right? That is 523.8, right? This is the things which you have, right? Now let's coming to the combinations of the figures of the solids, that problem on the combinations of solids. In a real life, we see that there are many shapes which they are formed by combining the different shapes, right? So you see that you have an ice cream, like this is a cone, which is being like you have a what sphere on it, right? If you see the tent, then there is a what a cylinder, and then there is a cone on it. If you see a capsule, so you see that this is what this is a basically a rectangle, right? It's a like it's a cylinder with cylinder having what it's a cylinder with having what two spheres on it, right? Two hemisphere, like this is an hemisphere, right? And this is what a tent will draw. You just see that this is a cone, right? This one is a cone, this is a cone with the hemisphere on it, like this, right? So that by combining the different shapes, for example, a tent is being formed by the combination, the tent is being formed by the combination of a cone and a cylinder shape. Hence the volume of this combination of the solids will be equals to the sum of the individual solids, right? So for finding the surface area, you have to be like careful, like while doing the surface area. So volume will be what if you want to find the volume of a tent, that will be the volume of what like a cylinder upon the volume of the what cone. So it's like the volume of the combination of solid will be equals to what sum of the volume of the individuals, right? Now there will be the questions on it. So let's do the question. So what is the first question? It says that okay, it says that the first question is what beta? The first question is what a cylinder is having a volume of like 150 centimeter cube, right? Like the volume of cylinder, what is given to you? Volume of cylinder. Daddy!
Oh, sorry. Sorry, यार भूल गया.
Volume of cylinder is given to be what beta 150 centimeter cube, right? And it says that is placed on the cone. So this is what basically this is a 10, this is a, what a cylinder with a cone on it, whose height is what beta 4 centimeter. So this height is what beta 4 centimeter. And if the height of the cone and the height of the cylinder is equal, so this is also what beta 4 or not, right? So this is given that height of cone, that is height of cone is equals to what beta height of cylinder, right or not? Height of cylinder, right? So which is equals to what beta 4 centimeter, right? Find the total volume of the shape formed by the combination of the cylinder and the cone. So it means what you will be adding the volume of both the things. So total volume is equals to what beta? Total volume is equals to what? Volume of, that is volume of cone plus volume of what beta? Cylinder, right or not? Volume of cylinder. So you don't know the radius. So it is on the same faces. So the radius remains the same or not. And you don't know the radius right now. So how you're going to find the radius? You will find the radius by, so we know the volume. So volume is equals to what beta? For here you see that it is what pi r square h is equals to like 150, right or not? Yes. So it is equals to what? R square is equals to what beta? H is 1 by 50 by h into pi. Yes or no? Yes or no? So volume of cone. So let's write the volume of cone, right? So the volume of cone. See over here, this is like a trick. Now I'm not writing this 150 like r square in the under root. I'm like just see. So just see, because we know the volume of cone is what 1 by 3 pi r square h, and we have pi one in the numerator and one in the denominator. So we can just cancel out. So no need to make the things very complicated, because the radius for both the things will be what? Same. So volume of cone will be how much beta? 1 by 3 into pi r square h, right? So this is equals to what? 1 by 3 into pi h, and r value is what beta? 1 by 150 into h into pi, right or not? You see that h and h cancel, pi and pi cancel. R square, you have the value of r square. This and this cancel out. This is equals to what? So volume is equals to what beta? 50. So total volume. So total volume is equals to how much beta? Total volume is equals to what? 50 plus 150, which is equals to what beta? 200 centimeter cube. That's it. That's your answer, right? So write it down beta, this thing. Okay, now let's do the second question, right? It's already written. Okay, now it says that a right circular cylinder just encloses a sphere of a radius r. So this is a cylinder which is enclosing a radius r. So what will be the height? So if this is a radius, so this will be a radius, right? Height will be what? 2r or not, right? So height of cylinder, that is height of cylinder is equals to what beta? 2 times of r, right or not? Calculate the surface area of the sphere. The surface area, the first part, it says that CSA of a sphere. So radius is r. So CSA will be how much beta? 4 pi r squared. That's it, right? Coming to the second part, it says that the curved surface area of the cylinder. So for curved surface area of a cylinder is how much beta? 2 pi r h, right? So h will be equals to how much beta? 2r. Yes or no? H is equals to what? 2r. So 2 pi r into what? 2r, right or not? Which is equals to what? 4 pi r square, right or not? Now it says that calculate the ratios of the 1 and 2 octane. Just you see that the third part is equals to what? CSA of sphere upon CSA of cylinder, right or not? CSA of cylinder, right? So which is equals to what? This is equals to what? 4 pi r square upon 4 pi r square, which is equals to what? 1:1, means they are equal. The curved surface area, if you have a sphere just enclosed in a cylinder, then we say that the curved surface area of the cylinder is equals to what? The curved surface area of the what? Sphere, right? This is like one of the result also you can just see, right? This can be acted as a result. So please write it down, this thing. So ratio is equals to what beta? 1:1. Done? Okay. Now let's coming to this question. Now what this question says that Rachel, an engineering student, was asked to make a model shaped like a cylinder, right? With two cones attached to its end by using the thin aluminum sheets. The diameter of the model is what beta? 3 centimeter, right? The diameter, and its length is what? The entire model length is what beta? 12 centimeter. If each of the cone height 2 centimeter, find the volume of the air contained in the volume that Rachel moved, right? Assume that the outer and the inner dimensions of the model are nearly the same, like the thickness is nearly same. So what happened if you see this? If you see this, the figure is already made. So if the height of the cone is what beta? 2. So the height of this cone will be what? 2. So the total height was 12. So 12 height is 12. So what will be the height of what beta? The cylinder, the height of the cylinder will be what? So over here you get, first I'll make it like this. So this is for the cylinder, right? This is for cylinder and this is for like cone. right? So its height will be how much beta? 8 centimeter, right? And its radius will remain, and the cone height is what beta? 2 centimeter. And the radius for both will remain the same because it is on the same thing, right? So this is equals to what beta? 1.5 centimeter. And this is equals to what beta? 1.5 centimeter. Now, what will be the volume? So total volume is equals to how much beta? Total volume is equals to what? Volume of cylinder, right? Volume of cylinder plus 2 times the volume of what beta? Cone or not? Yes or no? So what will happen? We will get the volume of cylinder is how much beta? Pi r square h, right? So, and this is what? 2 times into 1 by 3 into pi r square. I'm rendering this as h because both the h's are different. So what I'll do, I'll just name this as h because both the h's are different. So I name this as capital H, right? So what will you see that pi r square is common? So this is kind of like making your calculation easy. Pi r square is common. So h plus 2 by 3 into h, right? Now it is what? 22 by 7 into r square. R is what? 1.5 whole square into h. This h is how much beta? 8, right? 8 plus 2 into 3 into 2, right? So this is equals to what beta? 22 by 7 into 1.5 square. This is like volume, and volume, right? 1.5 square into, this is like 4 by 3 plus 8 will be how much beta? 28 by 3 or not? Yes or no? This is equals to what? 28 by 3. Now you do the cancellation. So this is 1 and this is 4. And now you do the cancellation. So this will be like 1 and this is like 0.5 square. So this is equals to what? Beta? 22 into 0.5 square into like 4. Now just do the calculation. So this is equals to what? 22 into 0.25 into 4, right or not? Right? Yes or no? Mm, yeah. So just do the calculation and you will see. Let me just check any mistake I have done. I don't think so. Let's see. This is like pi r square is equals to r is like 1.5 into, yeah. So after calculating, you will get this as what beta? 66 centimeter cube. This will be your answer, right? Okay, now let's coming to this. You write it down. So yes, this answer is correct. Okay, so you just see this. Okay, now coming to this part. Okay, now what we have, this is what it is written. Yeah. Now coming to the next question. What is the next question says that how many bullets can be made out of the cube of lead whose edge is like measure 22 centimeter cube and the each bullet is what? 2 centimeter in the diameter. It means what? You are making a bullet. Bullet is in the shape of what beta? The bullet is in the shape of what? Sphere, right or not? The bullet is in the shape of the sphere, and it's like there should be mentioned that the bullet is in the shape of what? Sphere, right? So bullet is in the shape of sphere and you have a bullet made up of a cube, right? The bullet is made up of the cube. So what remains the same? The same remains is what beta? The volume. So can I say that the volume of cube is equals to what beta? N times the volume of sphere? Volume of sphere, right or not? Volume of sphere. So can I say that now the volume of the cube is what beta? 22 cube, right or not? That is n into how much beta? N is what? Number of the bullets. 4 by 3 into pi r cube. R cube is what? Each having the diameter of 2. So radius is equals to what beta? So radius is equals to how much beta? 1 centimeter. So this is equals to like 1, right? So n is equals to what? 22 cube into 3 into 4 into pi, right or not, which is equals to n. So 22 cube into 3 into 4 into 22 into 7, right, is equals to what? N, right? Now when you do the calculation, you will get that n is equals to how much beta? 200 and 2541, right? This is the calculations which you will be getting it, right? You do the calculations, you'll get the same answers, right? Because you see that this and this cancels out, then you do the calculations, right? Okay. This is going to be 2, right? Now just see this. Now you have, this is your answer, right? Now coming to the next question, it says that, see, practice question, this you can do this as a homework, right? Now we'll be doing the second part and we'll be doing the third part, right? So calculate, what is the question number 2 says? It says that calculate the volume of the sphere with the radius is how much, beta? The radius is going to be what, beta? 4 centimeter, right? So it's going to be how much? It says that calculate the volume. So volume is equals to what? 4 by 3 pi r cube, right? So it is equals to what? 4 by 3 into 22 by 7 into what? 4 into 4 into 4 into 4. So after giving the tough calculations, you will get your answer as what? 88 into 64 divided by what, beta? 21. So volume is equals to what, beta? It is going to be what? It's going to be what? 268 0.19 centimeter cube. This is your answer, which you will be getting it, right? Now, you just write it down. What is the question number 3? How many tissue box are like for this much can be adjusted? Now, just see over here, how many tissue box for the like size 10 centimeter to 8 centimeter can be adjusted inside a cupboard of the size of like of the size 36 into 40 centimeter into 100 centimeter, right? So which is the bigger? Like this one is the bigger boxes, and how many tissue boxes, like chote chote, like small tissue boxes are going to fit? So this is the size, right or no? So what you will be doing? So the number of the, like if you do the question, so the number of tissues will be equals to what, beta? Number of tissues, which is equals to what? Volume of bigger cuboid, right or not? Bigger cuboid divided by volume of what, beta? Smaller cuboid, right or not? Smaller cuboid, right or not, right? So you just this, what is the volume? Volume will be equals to what? If you see this, 36 into 40 into 100, that is what? 36 into 40 into 100, right? And the smaller one is equals to how much, beta? It's 10 into 8 into 9, right? 10 into 8 into 9. Now you just do the calculation, this and this cancel, this one fives are, and this is like one nines are. So this is equals to what? How much? This is 4 so this is equals to what? 200 tissue boxes, that is number of tissues, right? This is your answer, right? So have you understood better this much, right? So if you see this, the answers is written and you just see this, and hopefully you have understood. See better when you get a combination. So what let's do, what we have discussed today in the today's class, we have discussed that the volume of the sphere. See, let's do a little bit of recall, because in the next class we'll be doing the prism and the pyramid, so that will be something very different. So let's discuss what we have discussed till now. So let's do the discussion. What are the things we have discussed? We have discussed about the surface area. Surface area of what, beta? Cube, cuboid. We have done the cube, cuboid, cylinder, cone, sphere, hemisphere, right? 6 things we have done, and we have done the same for the volumes, right? So what you have to do, you have to start memorizing the things, and there are the hollow cones, and there are hollow cylinders, there are hollow spheres, right? So take care of those things, and like if you have any doubt regarding it, beta, please ask it on the PDF, or you can ask it on the forum. And stay well, stay enjoy. Bye bye, tata, take care, bye bye.